Alright guys, war number 6 in Alliance War Season 26. We've got Doom, Warlock, Magneto on the main account running up Path 5 to start. We've got this Annihilus on Ebb and Flow Knockdown. We're going to go in with Doom. I think I had an extra advanced power boost, so I threw that one on there. Just to, if I don't get the initial parry, I can get the... I can throw the special one to nullify the Cosmic Rod, and then the fight is pretty straightforward from there. So, not too bad. Again, without the right counters, these guys can be annoying, but, the mid-combo stun is pretty awesome against Ebb and Flow Knockdown. So you can just keep getting that extra fury. I think I just built up to an SP 3 and... finish him off. There we go. Let Doom do his thing. And Annihilus is down. Alright, what do we got next? Okay, we've got this Iron Man Infinity War on with, I think this one's got like Power Alternator, Heavy Hitter, and Steady Build-Up Fury. So, I'm not great at the reparry, so it's going to be, I'm going to have to rely more on my intercept game actually for this one, which is not usually the best, or at least reading his combos there, so when he finishes with a light or a medium instead of going into the heavy, because I can't counter that. There I get a quick parry on his light attack, get another one, so that was pretty good. No problem evading his specials, and I don't have to worry about getting auto-blocked because of the magnetism. But the issue is going to be, just finding those openings on this fight. So it's pretty solid placement here. I guess if you had, if you went in with someone like a Corvus or a Proxima or a Obsidian, someone who can parry him easily, if you're not a... or I guess Proxima and Cull can parry him. Corvus, at least, you can just armor break him. But again, you need someone who can handle, who can get off, who can parry projectiles would be ideal if you can't counter him. And at the same time, though, here, the magnetism works great because I don't have to worry about the auto block. So there's just a lot of baiting specials, baiting combos, going in for some nice little intercepts there. And again, because I'm not worried about getting auto blocked, then I can freely go in and intercept him without the fear of getting auto blocked. Again, if you can reparry, then obviously it makes it a lot easier. For whatever reason, I still haven't quite figured out my timing on that. Maybe one day I'll sit there and work all day on reparrying. But I haven't needed it so far. Again, I'll try and get in a little intercept, or at least I don't care, I'll just hit into his block and take down the last couple percent here. There we go. So he's down, tricky little fight, but I didn't lose much health, so I was pretty happy with it. Next, we've got a Domino on, which one is this one? I believe this one is the, Crumbling Armor, Force of Will, Footloose, and Kinetic Transference. So my plan here with Warlock is I'm going to go for my dash back intercepts here. And... there we go. That's 1. That's 2. And I'm just going to keep it up. And I felt really good about this one. I'm going to try and build up to just push her to special 2. No problem there. Wait a second. And then get back into the dash back intercepts again. Drop a nice special 2. That took off a ton of damage. Love that. There we got a parry in. There we can evade that SP1 because we didn't have the unlucky on. That was good. Get another nice intercept and one more for good measure. So that was really nice. Love that fight. Played that as about as perfect as I could do it. Next, we've got Nova on Ebb and Flow Intercept. And this one here, I've done this one with Magneto every single time I've seen him there. And it's just so much easier with Magneto. Again, the idea with Nova on Ebb and Flow Intercept is if you intercept him, you can get auto-blocked. I don't have to worry about getting auto-blocked with Magneto, and I really don't end up worrying about intercepting him either. I just get into a nice cycle of evading and countering the special ones, work up to special 3, and I'll end up doing enough damage there. I threw a special 2, but I think I'm going to build up to a special 3 afterwards. But I think for the most part, it's really straightforward with Magneto. As long as you can bait his special over and over again, then you shouldn't have too many problems. There we go, another one. There we go. We're going to drop that special 3, crumple him up, chuck him into the wall, and he's down. Perfect. Next, we have another Immortal Abomination on Ebb and Flow Intercept, redoubled determination. But again, we're going to try the same strategy that we've done almost all season long, which is we're just going to throw off a couple parries, get the infection on. And then we're going to try and keep the infection up for the entire fight, and which is consistently power draining him a little bit. Again, I probably shouldn't have thrown the heavy there because the bleed, I don't want to give him more redoubled determination power. And again, even though I'm not throwing off the intercepts, I'm getting a ton of damage, like taken away slowly from just the degen. So I just have to be really careful, manage his power the entire time. I really don't want him to throw anything. And then sometimes the AI is a little tricky, and he either dashes back before coming in or does a quick dash in. I just got to be really careful to kind of dance around and make sure that I get my parries every time. I know that can be some of the most annoying stuff, is if some of the only times I take damage is sometimes someone hits right through the block, or the parry doesn't like a dropped input, or it feels that way. Like it could just be me that I don't get the parry off on time, or I don't dash back in time, but sometimes it just feels like the AI has gotten the better of me when I was expecting exactly what I want to do, and it doesn't seem to work sometimes. So that can be frustrating. But I think that ends up happening to everyone at some point. So I'm feeling pretty good here. And then I make the mistake of I should have just kept going. I had more than enough time to keep chipping him away at the strategy that was going on. And then I'm like, okay, why don't I build up to a special 3? I'll get a little bit of health. He'll get the full power drain. Not taking into the account that if I do push him to a special 3, that again, he can still throw off a special 2 potentially before it completely power drains him. So really not the greatest decision here. So we'll see. Right now I should have gone with the special 2 or just continued chipping away at him. But instead, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop this special 3. Does some damage. Gives me a little bit of healing back. But then watch what happens. I push him. He immediately drops a special 2. I take a ton of block damage. And that was just kind of a waste. So even though I'm going to finish this fight, get the nice solo, very happy with that. Very happy with the solo. Just annoyed that I am stuck with now having to heal up again. So I go in again. I got the Storm Pyramid X. I want to go in with for redouble determination, ebb and flow intercept. I want to go in with Warlock, so I'm gonna throw a couple potions into him, heal him back up, and go in for this fight here. I also have one more fight potentially with Warlock that I was thinking of, so healing him up is gonna work hopefully for 2 fights. Here again, I don't want to be throwing too many heavies because I don't want to put the debuffs on this Storm Pyramid X. I'm going to try and rely again solely on mainly the special 2s and keeping her only to her special 1s. I do not want to be baiting or pushing her to special 2. I'm just going to be taking damage on. Special 1, I've got the timing down, so I'm cool with that one. There we go, bait that special 1. Now that she's at 0 power, I'll throw my special 3. Again, I want the damage, I want a little bit of healing. So it's a little slow, this one, but again, if I don't want to get too crazy with throwing the intercepts. I feel like I'm getting enough damage in even without it. Unfortunately, also her glancing hits are reducing the damage a little bit. That special 2 did a fair bit of damage. Again, just baiting special 1. So it takes a little bit of time, this one, but I'd rather have the consistent fight and get the guaranteed solo as opposed to, potentially having a faster fight but getting clipped. All right, so this one's almost done. Bait another special 1 and finish this one off. Done. All right, now we go on to the right side for path 9. So first we have this Mysterio. Now I was debating, do I go Doc Ock? Do I go Magneto? And I decided I'm going to go Doc Ock today. And for whatever reason, every time I fight this Mysterio, I totally mess up my timing. So I'm feeling pretty good right off the bat. A couple parry heavies, and he's already down to well below 50% here. I throw the special, and I just should have cycled another special here as fast as I could. He gets off his special 1, and the encroaching stun timer hits me. Luckily, I was at full health, and he doesn't throw a special. I just get the combo. I throw my special 3 here, get back some adrenaline healing, and it's just a waste of potions. So, annoying, but this isn't going to be the first time I get stunned this war. But we make it through. Solo's a solo, don't really care. Next, we have Magneto against Magneto on Window of Opportunity Stun when I open. I've done this fight before with Magneto. It's just about finding my openings because I cannot get them from. I have to throw intercepts basically. I cannot bait his heavy, and I can hit into his. I can either intercept him like that, or I can try and counter his special 1 or special 2. So special 1, I really just need to be close enough to him in order to counter it without getting parried. So I'll take my chances when I can get those openings. But if I feel like I'm too far away, I'm not going to attack it afterwards. He's also got recoil on. So you can see here, there I thought I was close enough, and I get stunned. So I get parried there, and I felt really good about that one. I thought the distance was pretty good. So now I'm probably going to not go in. Oh, no, I did go in at this one. So again, I felt really good about that last one, even though I did get parried. There we get a nice little intercept. Drop a special 2 on him. Again, there I felt really close. Plus, again, he's got the recoil, so let him throw his specials. Even if I don't counter it, he's taking damage, so it doesn't really bother me. Again, nice little intercept there again. Let him throw a special and die from recoil. Perfect. Done. Now, I thought that I could bait Black Widow Deadly Origins heavy attack. Really, window of opportunity, stun, and powered immunity, I could have just backed off and waited for the opportunity to get the attack in. Now, I went in with Magneto just with class advantage, and I thought I was going to be able to attack Rin right after that heavy. I get parried, and her shock damage was ridiculous. So now I'm just trying to battle out of the corner. I throw a special one, get a little bit back, a little bit of adrenaline healing back against Black Widow Deadly Origin. Ideally, I don't really want to attack in there after her special one. I shouldn't have. Ideally, I'd rather push her to a special 2. So here now, I'm finally taking a look at the timer, and I can see that the timer's going down. So there, I'm going to go ahead and try and get some parry heavy off. And I was hoping maybe I could clutch this one out, but it was not going to happen. Nothing was working in my favor. I get stuck in the corner. Again, try to battle out, but I'm so low on health at this point. And then I think she clips me right there with the heavy. I thought I had enough space to back off. So I just went in with Doc Ock and tried to play a little bit better. Hit into the block at the beginning, try and wait it out until the encroaching stun timer comes down, and then go into parry heavies. And I think this would have been the better strategy from the start. Absolutely. Especially against Black Widow Deadly Origin. I think I still get clipped a little bit on this fight. I can't remember. I believe I do. But again, on that heavy attack, I don't know what it was. Normally, when I fight Black Widow Deadly Origin, I don't have a problem with that. But today, it just wasn't my day in Alliance War there. So again, the timer goes down. I can get off some parry heavies, and I can finish this fight off. There, just get the special one, I guess, and we're done. Next, really nice fight here. I love this fight. This is a beautiful Doc Ock fight. I heal him up. We go Terrax, kinetic transference, power from afar. Now again, my initial parry, I thought I had it. The AI kind of stopped short and then went right through my block. And it's kind of frustrating. So I take a bunch of damage. Good thing I healed up. Now I just got to get one. He's going to throw that one special. And now I am just going to go into my Doc Ock parry heavy routine. He is not going to get another special because as I push him away, you can see the power gain comes on and it reapplies the power lock. So the power from afar is just keeping him topped off on the power lock. Throw a special 2. Try and get that parry again. Really nice damage, 21k on the direct damage there. And throw 2 more heavies. And he's done. Love that fight. That could be really tricky. Doc Ock shreds it. Next, we go into the boss circle. We got the main account. We're taking Warlock against the Sasquatch. We've done this fight before, Vigorous Assault. All we got to do here is keep up the infections for the entire fight, and it's not an issue. And just be weary when he goes into his Wrath phase that you want to make sure you evade his specials. Don't take them on the block. And he's not going to lose a lot of power, like his power gain pretty much stays up during that Wrath phase. And even though he goes unstoppable after the specials and heavy, there is enough time after his heavy attack to attack in, even during Wrath. So you can see there he gets an unstoppable, but I can go right back in and still attack in afterwards. So that works out great. But there's special 1, I'm not going to attack in afterwards. I'm just going to wait it out. I don't like to attack in after his special 1 anyway. Again, I'm just going to stick with special 2s, parry heavies, let the bleeds do some work, and keep up the infection for the entire fight. I don't have to worry about protection because Warlock is also an extra large champion. So you can see that protection, the wording pops up on the bottom right, but the protection disappears. And then I kind of screw up at the very end of this fight. I should have, I threw a special 1 by mistake, and it actually removed my infections, which allowed him to heal back up a little bit. But then we got the infection back on and finished off the fight, so it wasn't such a big deal. But the timing, it just shows you how important the infections are to keeping him his healing mitigated at the end of the fight. Again, parry heavies, you can see that he's got, his healing is a passive, so he's not unblockable when he gets the healing at the end. So I know guys like to stick him here for the extra healing, but as long as you have a reliable heal block champion, there's really nothing to worry about here. So there, at the end, I don't know what I was thinking. He was down to 1%, so I'm like, I'll throw the special 1. But instead it took away the infections, and he immediately starts to heal back up. So I'm like, oh, got to get the infection back on. Let's finish this out properly. He even goes into wrath again, so I've got to bait another heavy and finish him off. No problem. There we go. All right, then I decide I'm going to bring in Doom against this Cosmic Ghost Rider on Stunning Reflection, because there's like a polka dot power, like where I can't gain power unless I have a debuff on him. So if I do this fight with Magneto, I'll have the magnetism on him, but I will not be able to get any specials. With Doom, I'll be able to get specials, but for whatever reason, I was thinking to myself, probably shouldn't. He's incinerate immune, so why do I need to throw special 2? And then I let myself build up to a special 3, and then when I threw it, I'm like face palm, because I'm gonna stun him at the end of the special 3. So as I'm doing this, I just like my eyes are closed. I'm like, oh god, I'm an idiot, because I've just got the stunning reflect back on me. So now I'm stunned. He's not. I'm going to take a full combo here, but luckily it's Doom. He's a big tank, so, and I don't need him for any other fights. So we'll just bait the special 2, and then we'll go in and finish this one off by spamming special 1s on him and cycling power that way. So a little bit of a brain fart there, but we got through it, no problem. So again, solo is a solo, no matter how many times you get stun reflected in a war. So still only the 1 death, so I can't really complain. It was pretty good. And then we have this Stealth Suit Spider-Man on Spry Limber Brute Force, but he's #metal, so I bring in Magneto, and I don't even need a pre-fight here. The magnetism bypasses Limber, so I can just parry heavy for the entire fight, drop a special 3 on him, and crush him. So that's all. I thought the war was pretty good. Just 1 death. Unfortunately, I think we did lose this one. It was another close one. Most of our wars have been close, and it's, we just got a little bit outplayed. Kudos to the opponents, and good luck, everyone. And you can enjoy the rest of this fight, and we'll see you. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Forget about that. I got one more fight after this one. I forgot that we've got one more. So let's finish this one off. And then we've got one more vintage Doc Ock fight I forgot about. So let's finish this one off. We'll just build to special 3. There we go. Charge the heavy, get some prowess. There we go. Normally I just get to do the right side nowadays, but the left side was open, and I went and I took this nice Sorcerer Supreme over here. And I go in with Doc Ock. The pre-fight is on. Not that I need it, it's just extra 15%, but Doc Ock shreds this power gain node, especially with someone like Sorcerer Supreme here. Now again, it's just getting into the parry heavy rotation, similar to the power from Afar node, because she has constant power gain. So you can see parry heavy, the power lock is up the entire fight, pretty much. And I'm getting nice direct damage on every heavy attack. So it's like a 5k crit plus like a 6 or 7k, 6.3k direct damage there. Gonna drop the special 2, get the triple debuff on. Now again, sometimes it's just the AI doesn't want to let me get the parries going. But there we get the triple debuff. See, that one right there didn't work, and now I kind of lose my cycle. So now I just got to get back into the right rotation. It means I'm going to have to block some specials here, but not a big deal. We get back into the power lock, but we have to block a special, which is okay. Even though there's aspect of evolution on this one, I've taken her down so fast that, you know, it hasn't taken long enough. There we go. That's the last fight. Good luck, guys. We'll see you in the next one.